Welcome to Sexuality and Truth with Phil Lees, the podcast where we uncover the realities of youth, sex, and the impact of cultural norms. Today, we're continuing our powerful series, The Silent Language of Life, with Episode 5, The Silent Argument, Biological Design, and the Value of Life. In a world where truth is often drowned out by opinion, is it possible that the design of the human body still speaks clearly, declaring the value and purpose of every human life? Join us as we reflect on the incredible biological systems we've explored so far, and build a case for how the very structure of our bodies makes a silent but undeniable argument that life is intentional, invaluable, and worth protecting. Now, let's get into today's episode.
The human body makes over 100 million sperm cells every single day. But this isn't just about numbers. It's about one of the most profound arguments for human value ever written, and it's been inside us all along.
That's such a fascinating way to look at it. When you put it that way, our biology really does seem to be telling us something important.
And what's really striking is how this biological design carries such precise intentionality. Think about it. The male reproductive system maintains this constant production at exactly 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, while the female system orchestrates this incredibly complex monthly preparation cycle.
You know what amazes me? How these two completely different systems are so perfectly coordinated. It's like they're speaking the same language.
Exactly right. And here's where it gets really interesting. This coordination isn't just functional, it's making a profound statement about the value of human life. Every single aspect of reproduction seems designed to protect and nurture what's being created.
Could you break that down a bit more, because I think we're touching on something really crucial here?
Well, look at how the female body responds to pregnancy. Studies show that within hours of conception, there's this cascade of protective mechanisms that activate. The immune system modifies itself, hormones shift, and the entire body essentially reorganizes around protecting this new life.
That's fascinating because it suggests our bodies recognize something our culture often doesn't: that human life has inherent value from the very beginning.
And here's what's really profound. This biological design has remained consistent throughout human history. Despite all our technological advances, we haven't been able to improve on this basic process.
Well, that makes me think about how this might challenge some of our modern assumptions about identity and purpose.
Absolutely right. Because while our culture often treats human identity as something we construct for ourselves, our biology tells a different story. It points to something more fundamental, more intrinsic about who we are.
The implications of this are pretty far-reaching, aren't they? From healthcare to education to how we view human rights.
Let me share something that really drives this home. Research shows that the human embryo actually participates in its own development from the earliest stages. It's not just passive, it's actively directing its growth and development.
That's incredible. It's like there's this inherent drive toward life and development built right into our biology.
And what's even more fascinating is how this biological design seems to argue against the idea that human life is somehow random or meaningless. The precision and purpose we see in reproductive biology points to something much more significant.
You know what strikes me? How this understanding could transform our cultural debates about human life and worth.
Exactly, because when we really grasp the intentionality built into our biological design, it should influence everything from how we approach reproductive technology to how we think about the beginning and end of life.
That reminds me of how some ancient cultures understood this inherent wisdom of the body. They recognize something we often miss today.
And here's what I find most compelling. No matter how much our culture might try to ignore or deny these truths, our biology keeps speaking them. It's like this persistent witness to the value of human life.
So what you're saying is that our bodies are making an argument without using words.
Precisely. And it's an argument that crosses all cultural and religious boundaries because it's written into our very physical nature. Every cell, every process, every biological system seems designed to protect and nurture life.
That's such a powerful way to understand our humanity. through this silent but profound argument our bodies are constantly making.
You know, as we wrap up this conversation, I keep thinking about how this understanding could transform our approach to human dignity and worth. Maybe it's time we started listening more carefully to what our bodies are telling us.
That's really the heart of it, isn't it? This isn't just about biology. It's about recognizing and honoring the profound message written into our design.
And that message is unmistakable. Every human life has inherent worth and dignity, not because we decided it should be so, but because it's literally written into our physical nature. Sometimes the most powerful arguments are the ones made without words.
That's it for today's episode of Sexuality and Truth with Phil Lees. We hope this conversation helped you hear what your biology has been saying all along. Every human life carries inherent worth, written into the very fabric of our bodies by a creator who designs with purpose. Explore more episodes at peaceontario.com/podcast and catch up on the entire Silent Language of Life series. Join us next time for episode 6, The Wisdom in Our Wounds, an eye-opening look at how the body's healing processes mirror God's redemptive plan for brokenness. If today's discussion equipped or encouraged you, please share it with parents, educators, and church leaders who need a fresh, fact-based confidence in the value of life. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and keep listening to the silent language of life.